If you were being manipulated, would you be able to tell? In some capacity or another, most people will get manipulated. Still, it gets written off as a friend asking a favor or a coworker leaning on you for support. Psychopaths and narcissists are not just villains in horror movies out in the woods waiting to teach you a lesson. Manipulators don't usually make themselves known. One study shown that a small yet significant portion of business leaders fit the description of one or the other. In short, in the course of a typical career in business, you're nearly guaranteed to run into a manipulator of some sort. Would you be prepared? Hey everyone, welcome to Highly Successful You. Today we're going to talk about the 10 manipulation tactics you need to watch out for. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of ways we can be manipulated. When someone knows us and knows how to push our buttons, the worst of them will use that information. These people manipulate quietly and control from afar, and often forget they're there. These 10 techniques are an excellent place to start if you feel you might be at risk of being manipulated. So with that, let's get right into it. Number 1. Sudden changes of subject. Switching conversational topics seems innocent, but in the hands of a master manipulator, changing the subject means avoiding accountability. Narcissists want the subject to change because they don't want to be held accountable for anything, so they'll reroute the conversation in ways that will benefit them. If you let it, this can go on forever, meaning it'll feel impossible to actually engage with the relevant issue. Be a broken record. Keep stating the facts without giving in to their distractions. Redirect by saying, let's stay focused on the issue, or reminding them that that's not what you're talking about. If you find that they're not interested, you can move on, knowing they don't want to hear it. Number 2. Making you question reality. Gaslighting can be described in a few ways, but 3 trigger phrases in particular should always come to mind. That didn't happen, are you crazy, and you imagined it. For example, the point of a gaslighter is to erode your sense of reality and distort the truth. These people use manipulative phrases to eat away at your ability to trust yourself. This will inevitably disable you from feeling justified, like you can't call out abuses or mistreatments. Once you notice that they're constantly questioning your ability to understand what happened, you need to be careful. The only way to fight back is to ground yourself in reality. Sometimes that's writing things down, telling other people, or finding a supportive network. Number 3. Misrepresenting or generalizing your words. Generalizations are dangerous because they can be used in ways you can never imagine. When people are trying to twist your words, they'll take a piece of the truth and turn it into their narrative, just to make you look however they want. They aren't actually misunderstanding, not in an innocent sort of way. They're choosing not to understand or to misrepresent your words purposefully. Malignant narcissists often don't care to look at a new perspective, so they'll twist your words to fit the decision you said before. They'll make blanket statements and generalize the words you speak, and the only thing you can do is hold on to your truth. Black and white, illogical thinking is a dangerous trap to fall into. If you meant things differently, don't let them say otherwise. Number 4. Active smear campaigns. When toxic people can't control your perception or other things, they begin controlling how others see you. They'll play the martyr and label you as the toxic one. This is a preemptive manipulative strike because your reputation and name are the first things they'll want to tear down. If you notice this pattern of behavior, just document the harassment when it comes up. Don't rise to the bait if you can avoid it, because that's what they're hoping for. If you rise to it, they can make you act in the negative ways they've accused you of. So you'll fall into their trap and suddenly be stuck with the burden of being correct. Number 5. Making aggressive jokes. Remember, the issue here isn't going to be your sense of humor. Covert narcissists enjoy using remarks disguised as jokes. This gives them the ability to say things while maintaining a calm, innocent demeanor. Anytime you seem outraged at such a comment, they can accuse you of having a poor sense of humor. This is just another gaslight method, and it's rarely just innocent fun. Number 6. Bullying and name-calling. Just because you may have been used to dealing with it since childhood doesn't mean you need to put up with it, or that it's any less damaging off the schoolyard. If these interactions turn into name-calling, it's vital to end the interaction and communicate clearly that you will not tolerate it. try to remember not to internalize it. If they're resorting to name-calling, they can't do more than that. They're deficient in arguing their point effectively, so they're trying to bring you down to their level. Number 7. Projecting toxic behavior. Toxic people will claim that everything around them is not their fault. Everyone projects just a little bit, but narcissists and psychopaths make it part of their daily practice. The name of the game is, "It's not my fault," and they'll lie through their teeth to make it clear. Projection is a sort of defense mechanism used to shift responsibility for negative behavior and traits by attributing them elsewhere. The best way to deal with this is to remember that you can't project your sense of compassion or empathy onto these toxic people. Projecting your conscience and value system will meet them in the middle, because that's what they want you to do. If you give this person the benefit of the doubt, that's one thing, but if you find yourself always giving them the use of the doubt, there are issues. Number 8. Triangulation. One of the most innovative ways truly toxic people can distract you from their behavior is by focusing all the attention on a supposed threat. This is called triangulation. They want you to feel grateful for their admission. Narcissists love reporting back with toxic behaviors of others, even if it means making them up in the first place. To resist the tactic, try and inform yourself to know when drama is being manipulated, and when other people are also the victims in this situation. Number 9. Devaluation. Be careful when a colleague seems to love you, but complains and denigrates the last person who held your position. This goes for partners in a relationship. The manipulator wants you to feel like you're special, devaluing their exes to a new partner. Eventually, a brand new partner receives the same mistreatment in turn. This dynamic can happen in almost any setting. Simple awareness is the first step to countering it. Treat people who speak poorly about others as a warning, as you know they may end up treating you the same in the future. Number 10. Moving the goalposts. Abusive people, especially psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists, use ever-moving goalposts to ensure that they can remain perpetually dissatisfied with you. Even after you've provided all the evidence in the world to validate your arguments or taken actions to meet their requests, they'll change their expectation or demand more proof. You need to recognize this pattern of behavior before you get sucked into it. Don't play their games. Once you've proved yourself and validated that you've done enough, you don't have to be made to feel constantly deficient or unworthy. There's almost no way to catch manipulation. You shouldn't seek it out to find it in every interaction. Recognizing these patterns takes time, but knowing you're not at fault if you miss some of them is essential. Manipulators are geared towards controlling people. The best thing you can do is arm yourself with information to recognize the behavior. That brings us to the end of today's video. Are there any thoughts you'd like to share? Drop them down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.